I can't even begin to describe how excited I am to be starting this video. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be my Walt Disney World / my best friend's wedding planning video. It's like over 250 days away still, and I'm so excited. So if you watched my Toronto planning videos that I posted back in February, you may remember that I mentioned my best friend Tori got engaged, and I went to Toronto in February to go bridesmaids dress shopping with her and our other friends Allison and Leah, who are also bridesmaids in her wedding. I also mentioned, I think in my packing video, if you watched that I wanted to start this video before I went to Toronto, and I just couldn't. Sunday, I just got so busy with other stuff, so I was like, okay, I'll film on Monday. And then Monday I ended up getting really sick. Tuesday, Wednesday, I was just so busy getting ready for that trip that we left on Thursday, and I just was like, nope, we're gonna have to just film all of it when I get back. Not that it matters to you guys, because you're not watching this until I post it in November. This very first update portion, which usually is the longest portion of the video anyway, but this will be extra long because I have a lot of stuff to go over. Not only will this be Walt Disney World planning, but it's also kind of like bridesmaid prep, which I'm so excited to do because I've been a bridesmaid once in my life. I was a bridesmaid, and then when my sister got married, I wasn't a bridesmaid, but I was the witness. She didn't have a bridal party. I've been a bridesmaid once in my life, and I wasn't super involved with lots of the planning. It was when my cousin got married, and her wedding was a month after I moved home from Florida. So I got home and we had all the like bachelorette and things like that, but in terms of planning, I wasn't involved in anything. I just kind of arrived home from Florida, and there's like, here's your dress, here's the wedding day, be there or be square. I feel like even though this will be more planning, it still won't be a ton because, as you may be aware, Tori lives in Ontario, and also, like I said, the wedding is in Disney World, so lots of the wedding planning is being handled by the Disney wedding crew. In this video, I will be mentioning things like where their wedding is going to be in Disney World. Since it's not like in their like hometown, I feel okay to say like where it is. Also, I'm going to be posting this after the wedding, so this will all have already taken place by the time this video goes up. And I also have asked Tori for her permission, and she said that it is totally fine for me to say locations and everything, since like Disney is like a very public place. So because Tori is just fabulous and amazing, she has invited us all to not only come to the wedding, but to stay for a while. I remember talking to my mom about this, and she was like, maybe you should come home, because isn't that going to be their honeymoon after the actual wedding? Technically, yes, but Tori has very much invited us all to stay. We are renting a large house. We're not going to stay on property for the majority of the trip, for us to stay there for like a longer chunk of time instead of just like a week. So we're kind of doing all of the wedding events in one like 2-week-ish span. We might be having Tori's like bachelorette party in Disney, possibly, maybe. And then obviously the wedding will be happening. Obviously, that's the main reason we're going. Hi, doggy. The whole following week after the wedding is just going to be fun. Like, yeah, it's going to be technically their honeymoon, but they are inviting us all to stay and just have a grand old Disney time with them. So nothing has been set in stone yet except for the actual wedding day. So right now the plan is that Tori and her fiance are going to drive down to Florida, I think like a week or a bit before the actual wedding, to just get things prepped and get things ready. And then right now the tentative plan is for Sam and I, and probably the rest of the girls, so Allison and Leah. We're going to fly down on November 8th, which is a Friday, which is also the day that we will be checking into the house that we're renting for the time that we're staying there. I don't know in terms of parks. We've laid out a couple different park ideas. This Sunday, the girls will be checking into the Port Orleans Riverside Resort just for a couple nights, because the next day, the 11th, will be Tori and Nick's wedding, and they're getting married at the Port Orleans Riverside Resort, which is going to be so gorgeous. Then we're having just a brunch reception at a restaurant in the Grand Floridian. So it is going to be a very early wedding. I think the ceremony's at like 9:30, and then we're having brunch instead of like a dinner reception. So I just Googled restaurants at the Grand Floridian, and I think it's Citrico's. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but this is where we will be having the brunch for the wedding. I don't know if we plan on doing anything afterwards since it's so early, if we're going to go to like Magic Kingdom or whatever, if they're going to just do something, the two of them, or what the plan will be. That's the wedding day. That is the most exciting part of the trip. The Friday, later in the evening, we're going to be going to Universal. And that's another thing that Tori and her fiance Nick have found that they suggested for us to do, that I think everyone is in agreement that we will be doing this. And that is, we are going to be doing, I think it's, I don't know exactly what it's called, but it's like an evening party type of a deal. So basically you pay for this like private event that they only allow a certain amount of tickets for. And you are allowed into the park at 5 p.m. and then the park closes, I believe she said at 8 or something. So there's 3 hours of overlap with just regular guests. And then at 8, when the park closes, unless you have this like party pass or whatever it's called, you have to obviously leave. But if you have this party pass that we are going to be getting, we get to stay, I believe it's until either midnight or 1 a.m. Obviously, the lines are just insanely short. She was reading reviews and told us that almost every line was walk on. And then also like food and drinks are all included, which is like super exciting. This Sunday, which is the 17th, is actually Life Day, which if you're a Star Wars nerd like me, you know what Life Day is. And Life Day is canon, so Hollywood Studios might be doing something like super special for Life Day. And then the next day is our last full day there, and that day is actually Allison's birthday, which is very exciting. So again, I'm only saying this because this video will be posted after everything. But I've talked to Tori and I've talked to Leah, and we are going to surprise Allison and do some sort of like birthday surprise for her in the house before we head out for that day. I know Allison mentioned, she said she has no real preference of what park we do that day, but she would love to see Fantasmic on her birthday. And then the next day, the 19th, is when we are kicked out of the house. That's the last day we have the house. So that will probably be the day that Sam and I head home. So that was everything that I wanted to talk about prior to going to Toronto. So now this part is going to be kind of things that have been talked about and things that have happened since my trip. So first thing, I wanted to show this gorgeous box that Tori had made for me, and she had one made for all of her bridesmaids. So this was everyone's little like proposal box for being bridesmaids, and they're just so pretty and I love it. So now the last thing I want to talk about in this first clip, that is the situation revolving around my bridesmaid's dress. So originally, before the whole trip to Toronto was even planned or anything, when Tori asked us if we would be bridesmaids, she told us we could get whatever dress we wanted. She asked that we just pick a dress from this bridal shop called David's Bridal. Well, I talked about this in my Toronto planning video. So that trip has happened. I'm home from it now. And I want to talk about the dresses that we all picked, because all three of us did end up getting a dress. We all tried on dresses. Allison picked out one that she really liked. They've ordered it in a particular color of purple. Leah picked out a dress that she liked. She has also ordered it in a particular purple. And then for me, there was one dress that I really, really liked. And they actually even had it in the color I wanted it in, but they didn't have my size. The woman we were working with, she was able to pull another dress that was like very similar, and so I could at least try it on for size. So I was able to at least get a good size. I couldn't try on the dress that I like really, really wanted. What they've done is that they've ordered the dress that I wanted, that they didn't have that size. They've ordered it in my size, in the color I want. And when it comes in, I can try it on. And if I don't like it, I can take it with the receipt to the David's Bridal here in my city. If I don't like this dress, I can get an exchange of the dress that I've now ordered and exchange it for a new dress. I have at least tried on that second dress. I know that I like it. I know it fits. I just need it in a different color. So if I don't like the first dress, I can take it to the store and do all that. But if that dress comes in and I do like how it actually looks, then we're all good. It should be arriving sometime in May, which means even if I don't like it and I have to order a new one, as long as I get on that right away, it should be okay for everything to be ready to go by November. I don't think I mentioned it, but I think I have officially decided that I'm going to build a lightsaber when we're there. I really wanted to build one when Sam and I went to Disneyland in January of 2023 because it was so like kind of last minute planned. We didn't have like time to save or anything. I think Tori said that her and Nick want to do that too. So we'll see who all wants to do that. I'm just so excited for this trip. It's going to be so much fun to go with like my group of girls that I just love so much and that I don't get to see very often. And not only that, but I also get to not only see my best friend's wedding, but the fact that she wants me to be a part of it, and we're going to have just like the best time. It's gonna be so great. I'm so excited. That's it for now. I will check in with you guys later. See you later.
So it is March 9th, and I just got a bit of really great news. Allison messaged our group chat and she informed all of us that my dress specifically has arrived at the bridal store. So she went to go pick it up and she says tomorrow she's going to be shipping it to me, which is fantastic for many reasons. When we bought the dresses and ordered them, they told us that they wouldn't be ready until probably May. So the fact that the one dress in particular that didn't technically get tried on and has to be shipped to me in Alberta, the fact that that's the dress that arrived first is like amazing. Neither her or Leah's dress have arrived in yet, but they both were able to try on their dresses, so they both know like those are the ones that they want, which is fantastic. As I said in my last clip, I didn't get to try on the dress that I ordered. I tried on a similar dress to get a size. So it's good that it arrived so early so that Allie can ship it to me here and I can try it on. And if I don't like it, I still have a ton of time now to go to the bridal shop here in my city to get a new one. It is March 9th. We ordered those dresses less than a month ago. So Allie's going to get that shipped off to me tomorrow so that I can try it on and decide if that's the one I want or not. I will definitely be filming myself when I can try it on to say my yes or no if I'm going to use that dress or not, if I'm going to go pick out a new dress. But I'm really excited to get my dress because then I can narrow down shoes I want. Jewelry is already taken care of. I don't need to worry about that. There's a specialty bra store in the city I live in, and I plan on bringing my dress to that store to get a perfect bra to wear with the dress. That's going to be it for this little update. It was very short, but I'm very excited that my dress is here. I can't believe how quick it was. It just worked out great because it's the only dress that isn't a yes for sure, and also it's the dress that has to be shipped across the country. So anyway, see you
trying
guys
to
later.
Cover up as much information as possible, but my dress has arrived. It's like a few days later. It's already here. I'm gonna try it on.
Oh, hey, my dress is here. So it doesn't do up quite all the way, which is a little disheartening, but I will get that sorted in 8 months. But yeah, my dress is here and I am happy because I like it. I'll probably wear something besides Ghostbuster socks to the actual wedding. I'm so happy. I'm happy that I like it because I was worried about having to get a different one, but what do you think?
Looks nice.
Okay. You'll see the whole thing at another time, but here is my dress in the color, and I love it. And
it is March 25th, and yesterday I had a really crappy day. To make things better, I decided to go ahead and just book my flight to Florida. Well, mine and Sam's, obviously. Our flights are booked. I booked them because I needed something to distract me from the crappiness that was my Sunday. So there was a couple flights I was looking at. Like I was obviously like looking at the website quite a bit prior to this, and I kind of had in my mind which flight we were going to take. And yesterday I just bit the bullet and went ahead and did it. We will be flying out on the red eye on Friday, November 8th. We actually have a layover in Toronto. So we will land in Toronto around like 6 a.m. And there was actually 2 flights out of Toronto to Orlando that morning. And the first one, I was like, cool. It was at like 8:30 a.m. So we would be landing in Orlando at like 10 a.m., which I was like so excited about because I was like, oh my gosh, we're gonna have like the whole entire day in Orlando. It's gonna be amazing. But the more and more I thought about it, and I'm glad that I waited and I let my brain think about it, because even though I didn't book them yet, I was literally still getting anxiety about this 8:30 a.m. flight, even though it hadn't even been booked yet. And my anxiety laid around the thought of that is only an hour and a half layover where we have to go through customs, potentially get our bags in Pearson Airport. And that just sounds like a whole bunch of stuff I don't want to have to worry about. I think it's probably the best to just chill in Toronto and just wait for a little bit later. Not only is there a 8:30 flight, but there is a 10:30 flight. So that gives us a little bit longer of a layover, a little bit longer to get through customs and get through with our bags and get our bags rechecked potentially. And also, we're going in November. There's the potential that it would be snowy here. Even though I didn't book the flights, I was getting anxiety worrying about that hour and a half layover that was a potential that we might have to do. It was not much more money to do the 10:30 flight, so I decided just to ease my anxiety. We're just going to pay the little bit extra it is for this 10:30 flight. So we fly to Toronto, we're there for a few hours, and then we fly out of Toronto to Orlando, and we actually still land in Orlando at 1:30 p.m. So we pretty much still get that full day. We can't even check into the house that we're renting until 3 p.m. So by the time we get our bags and we get picked up from the airport, we'll probably still have time to like hit up a Target before we can check into the house. And then for flying home, we will be flying home on November 19th. I pretty much just picked like the cheapest flight flying home. We leave at about 2:30 p.m. on the 19th, so we don't have a ton of time, but again, we have to check out of the house by like 11, so it's not like there's a ton of stuff we could do. We're definitely not going to the parks that day or anything. We leave at 2:30. We do have another layover in Toronto, and then we will fly home. Neither Allie or Leah have booked their flight, but I did send them the information for our flight. That is the flight from Toronto to Orlando, just so that if they are potentially going to be flying out of Toronto, they could maybe possibly take the same flight we're on.
June 26th. It's been a little while since I've done an update. I've been meaning to do an update, but I just keep not doing an update. So let's do an update. Nothing else has really been like booked or established or anything like that. But one major thing that has happened is they have started announcing dates for the Christmas parties that are going to be happening while we're there, which I have never done. I did not do the Christmas party when I lived in Florida, so I am very excited to do the Christmas party this time. There are 2 particular dates of the Very Merry Christmas Party that we are considering. One is actually the day of Tori's wedding. Her wedding is very early in the morning, and we're going to be basically done literally everything, ceremony, reception, everything at like 2 o'clock. So one of the days of the Very Merry Christmas Party is that day, the 11th. Tori said that day in particular works really well for some of her in-laws family who is coming down to Florida for the wedding. So they're also doing the Very Merry on the 14th. I think it's more likely that the rest of us will do Very Merry on the 14th, and Tori will just do both. As she said, in her words, it's her wedding / honeymoon, so there's no budget. Not quite sure what the plan is for us girls for the 11th after the wedding. We do have our room at the Riverside Resort, so I feel like that's a conversation that the 3 of us will have if we do want to go to the Very Merry Christmas Party that day. But also, this has not been brought to Allison's attention yet. When this video comes out, she will have already known about this because this video will not get posted until after we're back from Florida. Our very last full day is Allison's birthday. So me, Tori, and Leah had discussed doing some sort of surprise for her. So originally the surprise was that we were going to get hopper passes and pay for her hopper pass just for that particular day, because we were going to start the day at Epcot and then surprise her and go to Hollywood Studios to watch Fantasmic. There's actually a Hollywood Studios Christmas party on the 18th. So Tori suggested we could start in Epcot as we originally planned, but then if we do the Hollywood Studios Christmas party, which is called Jollywood, then we would just get tickets to the party. We wouldn't need to get hopper passes or anything. Getting those tickets to the party, that gives us entrance into Hollywood Studios. So that would be our present to Ali, is we would obviously pay for her ticket to Jollywood. So we would go to that after spending some time at Epcot. And I think that's a great idea. I think Ali is going to love that. They'll still do Fantasmic during Jollywood, so we'll still get to see Fantasmic for her birthday. Probably will have to tell Ali prior to going that this is her birthday present, that we are paying for her ticket to Jollywood. Just also this way we can also like plan outfits and stuff like that. I have the perfect set of ears for this. 1 second. Literally, I took these out of my bin and Weasley was sniffing them. So I'm like, okay, yeah, you can look at them. And then he bit them and tried to run away. These are my ears I have that I will wear to the Jollywood. So they are Christmas Star Wars ears. Can't get any more perfect than that. I do want to get a pair of just Disney Christmas ears that I'll probably wear to the Very Merry party. It stinks that we can't like surprise her and just be like, oh, we're at Epcot, let's go over to Beaches and Cream and get some like ice cream. Oh, we should go on the Skyliner. Oh, let's get off at Hollywood Studios. Oh, we got you a ticket to Jollywood. I feel like Ali would like to, plan an outfit. However, I did get something that we will be able to surprise her with that I'm very excited about. I took it upon myself to go to the party store and get some frozen birthday decorations that we will wake up early and decorate the house with on Allie's birthday to surprise her. Once we have the tickets and stuff, then we will video chat with Allie and tell her that we got the tickets to Jollywood for her birthday. So I will try to film her reaction to that. This, you guys will have to wait till either the next or the next video to see her reaction to that. But it's going to be fun.
That's very cool. That's awesome. Cool. I love that.
Right? Aren't those cool?
That's very cool. Sorry.
Did you read yours?
I did. I like how custom they are on Monster Ceremony.
I know, right?
Which is an inside joke that everyone else gets, but I don't fully understand, but that's okay.
You'll understand eventually.
I'll still make the joke, but I don't understand.
So just getting some shirts ready here because I'm about to video chat with my friends. And during this video chat, we are going to be telling Allison that we're going to Jollywood for her birthday. So I have a little group message with just Tori and Leah to plan this surprise for Allie. So after we got the tickets to Jollywood, I think one of us said we need to have video chat to tell her. And then in our group chat with all of us, we were talking about buying things for this trip, buying clothes and stuff. I just bought a sweater that I'll show them. And I was like, we should have a video chat and show off all the things we got for the trip so far. And so I was like, okay, that's my way. I got it out there without being like obvious or anything. So I have all my stuff ready because that's what we are planning to do for this video chat. But when we get to talking about what we're going to wear and plan for the last day, the 18th, which we are going to go to Epcot that day, Allie had said that she really wants to go see Fantasmic on her birthday. Tori is going to say something along the lines of, so unfortunately we can't do Fantasmic because there's actually going to be a Christmas party going on at Hollywood Studios on the 18th. So we unfortunately can't like do a hopper and go back into Hollywood Studios. So we just got you tickets for the Jollywood party, something like that. I don't know, but we have like a signal that I'm going to start recording and stuff to get Allie's reaction. So I'm very excited. It's going to be so much fun and I'm so excited to tell her.
And then that's it for park days after Epcot, right?
Yeah, I think
so. Allie, we were trying our best because that's your birthday to try and figure out a way for us to get to Hollywood Studios, but it's a okay. Jollywood night. Yeah. So we were gonna actually like splurge and add on a hopper that day just so we could go and see Fantastic for your birthday.
Oh, that's okay. We're seeing the night before. That's totally fine.
So we want you tickets to Jollywood.
Stop it.
We're all going to Jollywood that night. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
God, you don't have to do that.
It's already gone.
You? That's very sweet. I'm all emotional. Holy smokes, guys! You surprised me. Oh my God! I'm gonna need a third Christmas outfit.
Yeah.
Well, that's lovely. Thank you. That's so generous of you all. Thank you so much.
Yeah, happy birthday!
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Oh my God!
To let you know so you could plan your outfit ahead of time.
Yeah.
Much appreciated.
July 22nd, and I just got a little bit of kind of bad news. I'm really disappointed about it. So this morning I woke up and checked my email, and I had an email from WestJet that our flights to Orlando got changed. Originally, we were leaving on the 8th. We were to fly out on the red eye and go to Toronto, and then we would land in Toronto at 6 a.m. and then fly out of Toronto at 10:30 to get to Orlando around 1 o'clock. And I was very happy with that flight. Tori's parents were actually going to be on the same flight from Toronto to Orlando with us, which was going to be very exciting. And a whole bunch of other people were going to be on that flight. And it was going to be just like a big holly jolly festival of going to Tori's wedding on this flight. Got an email this morning that flight got canceled and we got changed to a new flight, and it was the same flight from Calgary to Toronto, but the flight from Toronto to Orlando didn't leave until 5:30 p.m., which means we would have been sitting in the Toronto airport for almost 11 hours and then finally flying to Florida and not getting there until almost 8 or 9 p.m. And I was like, well, that just is awful. The plan was for when we got to Orlando was to go and check into the house that we were staying at and then go to like a Target, because there's many things that I don't plan on bringing to Orlando. I plan on literally just getting at Target. If we don't get in until 8 or 9 p.m., like that's gonna suck. Also, sitting at the airport for 11 hours is beyond sucky. Unfortunately, the best thing that worked for me and Sam was a nonstop flight from Calgary to Orlando, which, good news, it's a nonstop flight. And also our flight home is now a nonstop flight. We still don't get to Orlando until 5 o'clock p.m. But I mean, it's better than 8 or 9 p.m. I messaged Tori and I told her this just to, inform her parents, because they were also on that 10 a.m. flight to Orlando that obviously doesn't exist anymore. But also be like, so if we're on this new flight, are you still able to come pick us up from the airport? If they couldn't, because I feel bad, if there's going to be 17 different pickup times for all these people, we're willing to take an Uber to the house if that works the best. But I asked her and she said that's no problem. But the only perk of this all is that it's now we have direct flights to and from Orlando. So at least I'm not worried about that break in between when we are in Toronto and trying to get through customs and everything like that. At least now we can go through customs in Calgary and then we're good to go get on the flight and hopefully everything.
So it is August 6th, and I actually got these a long time ago, months ago at this point, and I just kept forgetting to show them. So I figured now I will just show them. But I did actually decide to show these to Tori, Allison, and Leah, because knowing them, one of them would have gotten something similar had I not told them that I had gotten these, and then we would have had multiple pairs and it just would have been a disaster. We were video chatting a while back and I was like, hey, I'm gonna show these to them because we can avoid potentially someone getting a duplicate or something similar. A little while ago, I asked my friend Nicole to make some matching ears for me, Tori, Allison, Leah, and then Tori's maid of honor, her sister Becca. My friend Nicole has made many ears. She's actually ridiculously talented at making Disney ears. Her and I went to the fabric store and picked out some fabric together, and she made me some custom ears for my trip and for Tori's wedding that I'm very excited to show off. I'm very excited about these. So thank you so much, Nicole, for making these for all of us. I'll show Tori's first. Here are Tori's ears. So they're very simple, as I really wanted them to be. They're just white ears with a white bow, white lace over the ears, and then I have 4 pairs of matching purple ears. So we actually got the exact same fabric for these ears, just one in white and then 4 in purple. Nicole did such an incredible job making these. They're so beautiful. They do have like the Disney bridal ears, but I just wanted something different to give my friend, so that's why I did this, and I thought it'd be cute if we were all matchy-matchy. So I think the plan is we are going to wear those ears the day of the wedding rehearsal, which is the Saturday. Tori has purchased matching spirit jerseys for all of us. She sent us a picture a little bit ago of the matching spirit jerseys because they all came in. I think hers again is white and says like bride on it, and then the rest of us have purple and they say bridesmaid, or Becca says maid of honor, and they all have our names and stuff on them. So I think we've decided that's what we're gonna wear the day of the wedding rehearsal. We're actually less than 100 days until we go, which is very exciting. I think pretty soon here Tori is going to start calling to book all the reservations for everything.
So this isn't the best lighting right now, but I just had to hop on here because Tori just sent a message reminding us that we are 3 months from this trip, and holy smokes. And I'm just like panicking a little bit. I decided to make scarves for each of the girls because I have been really enjoying knitting lately. So I started making Leah's scarf first, and I was nearly done it when I realized I hated it. So I took the entire thing apart and I restarted it, and I'm more than halfway through it now. This is just Leah's scarf. I haven't even started Tori's or Allison's. I'm gonna have to really pick up the pace if I want to finish this one plus 2 more scarves before we leave. I know 3 months sounds like a long time, but I'm not a fast knitter. I might have to start like bringing this around with me and knitting before bed and just doing all that fun stuff. 3 more months to go. It's coming up really quickly here. Get really cracking on these scarves.
On my mic. This audio is going to be bad because I forgot to put on my mic. So it is September 3rd. And I know this month at some point we will hit 50 days until Disney. So right now we're sitting between 50 and 70 days before we go, but I don't know the exact date, but it'll show. Currently working on my scarf for Tori. I finished Leah's, so now I'm working on Tori's, and then I have to do Allison's. I actually did the math because I am actually counting how many rows I do just to keep, you know, them obviously even and stuff, and them looking relatively the same. So I added up how many rows I have to do for Tori and Allison's scarves, and I divided that from how many days until we leave. And this was a little bit ago, but doing that math, I realized I need to knit at least 10 rows a day in order to finish these scarves, because Leah's took me a while. I finished Leah's and now I'm on Tori. I'm this far into Tori's at the moment. Can I do it? Yes, because I've actually been doing pretty well. I've done at least 10 rows a day, if not more. My phone's ringing. I gotta go. That was my update.
Dark again, doing another update, but I finished Tori's scarf, kind of. I still have to sew in all the pieces and then put it together so it's an actual infinity scarf, but I'm done. Tori's scarf. I only have Allie's left to do, and I think I have like 50 some days to do it. I'm just going to keep on course with doing my like 10 rows a day at least. I actually did a lot the other day. Saturday night I was home alone and they dropped the new season of Selling Sunset. So all I did was watch Selling Sunset and knit this scarf. So it is basically done. Just need to sew in the ends and it is done. And I have 2 out of 3 scarves done, and I have knitting club tomorrow, so I'm going to get a good start on Allie's right away.
I actually filmed this clip yesterday when my hair was down and pretty and looked really nice, and when I went to go do some editing I realized that my mic didn't work, so there was no sound. So now I have to refilm this, and I had to also refilm another video that's already been up for a while, so don't worry about that. It is now September 23rd, and we are officially 46 days away from going to Disney World. And I wanted to do an update because we, and by we I mean Tori, has officially booked all of our reservations for all of our dining and everything we are doing when we go to Disney World. Tori called and booked all of these reservations. So thank you very much, Tori, for doing this. The first thing that was booked was for November 9th. We are booked to go to the Hoop-de-Doo musical review. It is a dinner theater show. It is all you can eat, kind of like campfire style food. It is so much fun. I've done it twice before. It is a great, great time. I'm very excited to go again. The next day, on the 10th, we are going to Magic Kingdom. Well, the girls are going to Magic Kingdom. The boys are going to Hollywood Studios. But we have booked breakfast at the Crystal Palace. We're going to go to Chef Mickey's, which is at the Contemporary Resort. And then on the Tuesday, which is our Epcot day, that's the day that we're doing the dessert party. Also on that day, we are going to have a kind of late lunch, early dinner at the Beer Garden, which is the restaurant in the German Pavilion. That is my all-time favorite restaurant on property. I love that restaurant. Then the next day we are at Hollywood Studios, and we are booked for an early lunch at the Sci-Fi Drive-In Diner. And along with that, it is a Fantasmic Dining package. Part of the Fantasmic Dining package is you get reserved seating, so you don't have to wait in line for Fantasmic like an hour and a half before the show. Then on the Friday, that is the day we're going to Universal Studios in the evening. We're not going to any Disney parks or anything that day, but we do have reservations booked at 1900s Park Fair for lunch. That is in the Grand Floridian Resort, so obviously we don't need like a pass to go into the resorts or anything. Later in the evening is the Universal party. It's funny because that goes until I think like 1 or 2 a.m. And then the next day we have the Keys to the Kingdom tour booked for 8 a.m. I feel like this is going to be one of like 4 nights on this entire trip where we are going to get home, and is there even a point to go to bed? It won't feel like we're going to bed. It'll feel like we're having a very quick nap before we have to get up again and get going for our next adventure. Later that day, we have reservations for an early dinner at Be Our Guest. That is the Beauty and the Beast restaurant, which Beauty and the Beast is all 4 of us girls' favorite movie. Belle is our favorite princess, so obviously we had to go to Be Our Guest. The next day, this is the one that I was saying I'm surprised Tori was able to get these reservations, because it is Life Day, which is basically Star Wars Christmas. We're going to Hollywood Studios, and Tori was able to book us into Oga's Cantina for a late night. They don't really serve food, but late night drinks. Earlier on in the day, well, I guess in the evening, Tori booked for her and me to do lightsaber building at Savi's workshop, and it's very exciting because, like I said, this is on Life Day, so it's just going to be the best Star Warsy day ever. And then our last full day, the 18th, the only thing we have booked that day, besides obviously going to the Christmas party that I talked about earlier, is we have a reservation for Beaches and Cream, which is the ice cream and soda shop in the Beach Club Resort, which is just outside of Epcot. That is everything that is booked. We are all booked, good to go for this trip. Again, thank you, Tori, for arranging all of these reservations and booking absolutely everything. This trip is going to be amazing, and I'm so excited.
It is October 15th, and we are officially less than a month until we leave, until the wedding, until everything. And I have so much to do. This is officially like crunch time when it comes to these trips, is this last like hunk of a month I get before we actually leave. So today I have a buttload of errands to run. I have a bunch of Amazon returns I have to ship back because I ordered a bunch of shoes to possibly wear on the actual like wedding day, and I literally ordered like 5 pairs of shoes, and I'm returning 4 of them because I was like, I'm just gonna get a bunch and see what fits, and 1 pair was good, so that's what I'm keeping. The rest I'm returning. And right now I am going into a specialty lingerie store to potentially try and find some sort of contraption to wear with my bridesmaid's dress, because if you saw my bridesmaid's dress, it has like a crisscross back. I can't wear a regular bra with it, so I'm on the hunt for something that will still give me some sort of support and maybe even some sort of Spanx or something to suction me all in on the actual wedding day. So we're here. Hopefully they have something. That was a big fat success. I was in and out. She had me put my dress on, and she was like, okay, there's not many options, but I do have an option. She got me a great thing. It's basically just like a stick-on cup, but it seemed to work really, really well. And then I also got a pair of Spanx to wear like underneath the dress. Very helpful person at this place. Love it here. I've been here a few times for shopping and love it here. Success. Expensive, but still a success. And now let's go run some more errands.
So it's a few days later. I've had all this stuff sitting here. I meant to show it when I got home, but then I just got busy, so I didn't. So I finally have a chance to sit down now and show you guys everything I got. I bought a lot of stuff. I went to Walmart. I got a ton of stuff to just prepare for this trip. This isn't new. I was using this eyeliner, but put it to the side to bring because it is a retractable eyeliner. Almost bought an eyeliner at the store to use in my waterline, and then at the last second I realized it was a pencil, and I was like, I don't want to bring a pencil because then I need to bring a pencil sharpener. So I was like, retractable eyeliner, done. Lots of stuff I got at Walmart for this upcoming trip. Liquid eyeliners, obviously bringing one, but it was cheaper to get this 2-pack. I got some curl cream. This is from Shea Moisture. I think when we actually get to Orlando and we go to Target, I'm going to get mousse and hairspray at Target, but I wanted to make sure I had a good curl cream, so I got this at the store. I got a full-sized conditioner. Normally I just bring a travel, but we're going for a long time. I plan on wearing my hair down multiple times, so I was like, probably just makes more sense to get an entire bottle of conditioner. So I got that. I didn't get any shampoo because I use shampoo bars when we travel. I got a whole brand new sized deodorant, a brand new powder to wear, a eyebrow gel. I got some masks to put in the bag that I got for Tori, deodorant for Sam. I got a setting spray, an eyebrow pencil, and then I got a brand new bronzer. It's funny because I don't use a ton of bronzer. One bronzer will last me so long. Like, I've literally been using the same bronzer currently since February. I've barely made a dent in it. I need to get a new bronzer for this trip simply because the one that I'm currently using, the packaging has completely come apart on the closure. And so it does close, but it takes some practice. And I was like, it's probably just easier to pack a whole new one instead of having to worry about it and worrying about it opening and crushing and damaging in my suitcase. I did get a little bra situation from that store that I was telling you guys about. So the first thing I got is just a pair of pretty thin Spanx to wear underneath my bridesmaid's dress. These are thin, but they still protect my legs, which was like the biggest thing. They don't go too high up, which is a good thing because my dress is a low back. So they go up just high enough to like kind of hold me in, but not be seen by my dress. And then they go low enough that my legs aren't rubbing together and causing any sort of chafing or pain or anything. The thing that she recommended to me to get is this Bomba bra. It's basically just like a stick-on situation that you stick it onto a cup of your dress, and then the rest kind of sticks onto your boob, and then it kind of holds you in place and stuff. So that's what she recommended to me. I tried on one of the sizes that they had there, and it's apparently reusable, all the stuff. That is what I got. I got almost everything I need. I didn't get primer, so I ordered some primer on Amazon that's going to be coming in to bring. I always try to like think through like my process of things when I'm packing everything. I also know I want to buy some stuff when we're at Target to use and probably just leave behind. Pretty much everything that I have right here is stuff that I will bring home. Maybe potentially I won't bring this home just because I do use a lot of conditioner. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I need because I am going shopping with a friend tomorrow. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to pick up before we go. I'm not necessarily running out of time, but I have a lot to do prior to leaving. Not even just like normal things like packing and all that stuff, but I just have a lot of stuff going on before we leave. Like I literally have something planned for literally the day before we leave. That is it for now. We are officially less than 2 weeks. I actually think we're 20 days at this point, which you guys already know. I have to wash those Spanx. I have to wash a lot of things. I'm going to start soon, very soon, to get everything that I want to bring and put it to the side or get it washed, all that fun stuff. I can't believe how soon it's coming up, but it's going to be great. I'm still very excited. Today was a really busy day and I have a lot of busy days coming up, so it's just going to be crazy. So anyway, that's it for now.
So I forgot to film a before, but I just got my eyelashes done. and they look so cute. I didn't do as like crazy or big as I did when I got married. These are just like the classic. They look so cute. They're just like a little extra like poof of my eyelashes. I think they look so cute. They're gonna look so good in photos for both the wedding and just the Disney vacation afters. I still obviously have a little bit to go before the actual trip, but I have an appointment booked to get them just like retouched before we go, so I thought that was smart to do. Quite the scene in my kitchen living room right now. We got Halloween decorations, and a Christmas tree. Normally I am very much in the frame set that we should not decorate for Christmas until after Remembrance Day. Normally I keep up my Halloween decorations until the weekend after Remembrance Day. So for example, Remembrance Day this year is on Monday. So the following Saturday is when I would do the converting of my house from Halloween to Christmas. However, this year is very different in the sense that one, we won't be here on Remembrance Day, nor the weekend after Remembrance Day. We're still going to be in Disney. Sure, I could just set up for Christmas after we get back from Disney. However, I am so busy the 2 weekends after we get back from Disney. It takes me about a solid day to set up my Christmas decorations, the tree, the garland, and then just knickknacks around the house. It takes me a solid day, maybe less if I hustle, and it just feels like every single year without fail, while I'm setting up my Christmas decorations, someone calls me and says, let's go to Walmart. So if I can have a solid day to set up my Christmas decorations, I can get it all done in a day. It is a process, it is a lot, and my mindset is that if I don't set up before Disney, it's not going to get done at all, and there's no point to setting up Christmas. If I wait until after Remembrance Day, I'm going to be waiting until we get home from Disney. The weekend we get home, I have stuff going on that whole weekend, so I won't have time. The following weekend, I have stuff going on, won't have time, and then potentially the third weekend, which would be into December. Setting up for Christmas is such a process that I'm like, if it's not up before December, what's the point of even setting it up? On top of the massive to-do list I usually have to do for myself before I go on vacation, I now also have to take down all of Halloween and set up Christmas on top of it all. So my house is a disaster right now. I'm taking a moment to sit, and on top of that, I'm getting my hair done tomorrow. I'm getting my nails done on Saturday, and then Monday, I'm getting my eyelashes touched up and refilled before we go, and then I work every day up until we leave. I am literally squeezing in every spare moment I have. It is currently 4:13. I got home from work about 15 minutes ago. I've already started gathering the Halloween decorations. My hair appointment is at 6. Once I get home, Sam and I were going to put up in the garage the Halloween decorations, take down the Christmas decorations, and honestly, we would probably start setting them up tonight, but I've decided to take one single break this weekend, besides, you know, the hair and the nails and stuff, taking one single break this weekend, and that is to watch the John Williams documentary that launched on Disney Plus today. I'm going to get back to doing all of this stuff, so the Halloween bins are at least packed and ready to be put up into the garage as soon as I get home from my hair appointment. We leave in a week. It's Friday. By this time next week, I actually think me and Sam will be in Florida because they're 2 hours ahead and it's 4 o'clock here and we land at like 5 something. So by this time next week, we're going to be in Florida, which is very exciting. My to-do list has about 4 million things on it and I've crossed off like 6. So I got to get started on all of this. Okay, so it is 20 to 6. I did quite a few things on my to-do list, including some things that I thought I wouldn't be able to get done until Sunday, but I was able to crack them out tonight. So I'm very happy with my progress for so far tonight. And now I am heading to my hair appointment. I'm very excited to get my hair done. I love my hairdresser, so I can't wait to see her and talk to her and just all that fun stuff. So let's go to the hairdresser. So it is the next day, it's Saturday, and I am going to get my nails done. Finished getting my hair done yesterday. I did have her add in some highlights, a little bit different than what I normally get. Since this is for something so special, I thought I would do something a little different, add a little dimension and stuff to my hair. So she added some highlights. I really like it. And today, I'm going to get my nails done. Here are some inspiration pics for what I am going for. I'm getting shellac on my nails, so I'm hoping it lasts the whole way to the wedding. After the wedding, don't care if they come off or chip tip or anything like that, but just last up until the wedding, please and thank you. I do think I need to stop and get some rubber gloves because I do need to do a lot of cleaning today. I don't want to be cleaning my brand new nails, so I think I need to stop and get some rubber gloves. And once I'm done my nails, like I said, cleaning and continuing to decorate for Christmas. My house looks like an even bigger mess than it was a minute ago when I showed a clip. I did a few things, got a few little things done, and now it's time to head to my nail appointment. So let's go do that. It is many hours later. I've been home for a little while. I took the dog for a walk and now I'm home and back to doing everything in the house. But here are my nails. I absolutely love them. I decided to just do a simple purple and then one gold nail instead of doing anything funky or anything like that. But this is what I went with. Very happy. I had a great time getting my nails done. I did run some errands while I was out, so there's a couple more things checked off my to-do list. But now we're home and we're back to doing the Christmas stuff. It is Wednesday. We leave in 2 days for Disney World. Today has been an absolute crazy day. Yesterday I didn't really have time to do anything because I had to take my nephew to soccer, and then I went grocery shopping with my friend who's going to be staying here to take care of the dog and stuff. And then I have no time tomorrow because I get home from work. I'll have to quickly take the dog for a walk, and then I'm actually going to trivia with my sister and my cousins. That means today was the last day to do the majority of the cleaning and the prepping and the getting ready, but it is 8 o'clock and I think we are finally settling down for the night. I think I'm going to now take a shower and do all the shaving and all that fun stuff. Sam was very helpful today. He helped me do so much around the house. We have pretty much everything packed. We just have to pack basically our toiletries, which are all sitting right there on the dresser. Just need to be packed up into the suitcase. I have my shoes all packed, but other than that, we are ready to go. Downloaded a bunch of movies onto my iPad to watch on the plane. I have a load of laundry just finishing up. I have to do one more load in the morning. Last bit of laundry, that's just drying. We'll put it away tomorrow. Our suitcases, Sam's other one is just in the other room, but we have my big one and our two little ones. But I think that's it. I think I'm actually going to end this video early. I'm going to end it right here because tomorrow is going to be crazy and I don't really have much else to do packing wise, trip wise tomorrow besides just going to bed and waking up to go to Disney World. So I actually think I'm going to end my video here. We leave in 2 sleeps tonight and then Thursday night, and then Friday morning we wake up and head to the airport. I'm so very excited to go on this trip. Tori and Nick are already in Florida. She's been sending us so many pictures of all her wedding decor and stuff that she's done all by herself, and I'm just so excited to be there and be a part of this big day. So that is going to be it for now. Thank you guys for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Prepare for a whackload of Disney World vlogs. They are a-coming. Thanks for watching. Bye everybody.